My first Traxxas car was this Summit and the X01. The X01, somebody came into my garage and stole it. So that was about, I want to say, 7 years ago. Had it sitting out here and kids left the garage open. Somebody walked up and that's the only RC they stole. So the Summit is all I have left from the Traxxas model. I've had that for about 10 years. I redid it last year. It is on 6S, TP power with 150 amp hobby wing. I run it on 6S. Put Proline trenchers on it, put the bead locks, turned it green. It was originally red, which I did the whole Kawasaki green thing on this. So I redid this RC about a year ago. Lights and everything. Came out really, really good. Love this vehicle. Kids trashed on it. I trashed on it. We never, ever broke it. So I don't let them play with it much now, just because it is on 6S. The thing is just super, super fast. And if you don't handle it right, you will shatter the drive shaft or the differentials. It's a lot of power on 6S on this Summit. I found this one today at the hobby store. Haven't seen a Summit in a hobby store in a very long time. Reason I grabbed it was because it's orange. And I really like it. So I'm gonna add a new one to this collection. I don't think there's any differences in 10 years that Traxxas has made to this RC, but I'm really curious to see if they've made any changes. In reading it, it really doesn't seem to be. It does have the top qualifier, you know, remote. It does have the T-locking differentials. EVX2, which I don't know if my other one has that. I'm really unsure. I can't remember what it came with. I do have it. It never broke, never had a problem. But I do have the parts. The motor and the speed controller. So I originally thought this was going to be the 1/16 scale, because I have been looking for that one. I keep telling my hobby stores, I deal with 4 of them in the local area, and I tell them all the time that I just won't order RCs. I ordered my green X, or my orange X Max, from my local hobby store, and anytime I order anything, I always have a problem. They tell me it's going to be here on a Monday and, you know, a week or whatever it is, and it never shows up on time. They always keep us waiting. So I won't buy RCs, and I won't order RCs. Either it's in the store and I buy it. If it's not there, I just don't buy it. It's as simple as that. So seeing this there was really cool today, to be able to buy this. I don't know why they do that. They put those blue locks in there with the orange rings, the wheel nuts. But the rims look awfully shiny. I wonder if the tires are the same. I gotta break out. Oh yeah, they're just as soft as my original ones were. Pretty cool. And they strap this thing down really hard. Bag of goodies, wrenches, all that stuff. But let's see. There's the remote. I label all my remotes because I have so many of Traxxas's products. I've got almost every one of their cars. But yep, there's the remote. There's the lock and diff switch on top. Looks just like the other one. I'll have to get that marked. I do have, as you see, a whole pile of remotes down there for all my different RCs. And I do have, you know, a bunch of RCs put into that. And I actually have a Futaba one for my speed runs. I originally bought Spectrum for my speed runs, and then soon found out that there's no range on these things, and I kept losing my cars and they would crash at the end. I spent hours trying to figure out why I had no control of my car at the end of the speed run, and it turned out that shitty for speed runs. So don't make that mistake that I did. Cost me thousands of dollars in cars. I have videos posted of my speed runs and them losing control at the end. But yeah, let's get this thing unboxed. Daughter screaming that the package showed up. I think that's part for the X-Max. So, God, they strap this thing down so hard, just like they do the X-Max. Let's free this baby up. I wonder how long this thing's been sitting in a box. I don't even know if people buy these Summits anymore. It's one of my favorite RCs. Titan 775 EVX2. My other one is definitely not like this. This has got heat sinks on it. My other one did not have these heat sinks built to the top of them. So it's definitely, they've changed their speed controllers. And then, of course, the locking diff servos. And that's strange that this one's got a big spring on the outside and this one does not. Kind of unique. Oh, there it is. Other one with the spring. So this is the transmission and these are the two locking diffs. And then dual steering. And people have had problems with their steering servos, and believe it or not, I've never burnt the ones out in my original Summit. All my RCs after that, I want to say that I've purchased in the last 3 years, servos immediately, within a day of running them, they strip out, and I have to change them. But my original Summit, never ever have I lost a steering servo on that, and I bashed the heck out of that thing. So it does look cool. This one does have the lights up front, and it has the lights in the back. The other one I added more lights to the bumper, and I added the lights on the roof, which and I added cop lights to it, which this one I'll probably do the same. God, I love the way the Summit looks. I'll stiffen up the shocks, change out the oil like I did on the other one. I did that from day one, and I've never had problems with the shocks either. A lot of people say they have that cantilever system breaks all the time. These are just problems I haven't had. But definitely cool. I have bent these links, never broken them. I've bent them on the other car. I always bend these front ones. I just hammer them straight again and good to go. But for the most part, this thing looks, look at that. Quality control. Popping them out now. But it definitely need to raise it up a little bit. But there she goes. Got a home for that one now. So which one do you like? You like the orange one, or you like my green one? I definitely like the orange. I don't like the blue in there, but we'll see if we can get that changed out. They sell green ones, so I imagine they'll sell orange ones. If not, I'll dye me a set. But I'll do a comparison of these two. 10 years difference, and see how it comes out.